Hi and welcome to Literary Hype. I am Stephanie, your Literary Hype Woman, and welcome to March. It is time for another round of the Hype TBR game. In case you're new here, the Hype TBR game is a game that I made up where the dice and the board and the cards all conspire together to help me pick my TBR. Whether or not I'm successful, that's a whole other can of worms. We aren't going to talk about that. Actually, we are going to talk about that. It is time to talk about that. So let's see how I did in February. Look at that! It's a Christmas miracle. I actually got the list done for once in a very long time. It's been a very long time since I've completed the list. And how you can get involved in this game is by dropping a comment below with your predictions for how many points I will score in the next month's game. So you can watch this and make your predictions based on what the books are, or just guess outright. Once I have someone correctly guess that, they will be getting a gift from me. It's a book. But now it's time to play for March's TBR list, so let's get rolling. March is going to be an interesting month, so I'm going to roll a d8. I'm very scared about rolling a d8, because I do have things that I need to read, and I'm not confident that this game will give me what I freaking need it to. 5. That could be worse. Okay, so let's bring out Daenerys. And roll number 1 of 5 is a 1. So that means it's a spotlight. Female on the cover. Roll number 1 gave me a book with a female on the cover, and for that I'm selecting The Big Fix by Holly James. She's been on the show several times since her first book came out. This is book number 4. She does have book number 5 coming out this year as well, and she's popping out a baby in between these 2 book releases. She's busy, y'all. I had the absolute pleasure of helping Holly reveal this cover in a very goofy video that we threw together at the last minute. But this is described as a book that if you loved The Fall Guy, then you're gonna love this book. It is like an action, adventure, rom-com-y type thing where a girl ends up associated with someone she shouldn't really be associated with, and they kind of have to go on the run. So it sounds like an absolute blast of a time, and I love Holly. I love Holly's writing, and I cannot wait to dive into this. So The Big Fix. Roll number 2 of March is a 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. We were so close there, y'all. Nonfiction. Roll number 2 gave me nonfiction, and for that I'm selecting Soul Boom by Rainn Wilson. The subtitle is Why We Need a Spiritual Revolution. And yes, Rainn Wilson as in Dwight from The Office. He does write nonfiction books. This one is his 3rd. The first one are Bassoon King and Soul Pancakes. The reason I'm putting this on my TBR is because he will be at a con that I will also be at. And there are a couple different ways that conversation might take place. I don't want to say too much and jinx it, so that's all I'm going to say about it. Just fingers crossed that Rainn Wilson and I will get to talk about this book. So it has to be on my TBR, and it has to be read fast. Roll number 3 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, social media. 3.5 to 4.4 on Goodreads. Roll number 3 gave me a book with 3.5 to 4.4 stars on Goodreads as its average rating, and so for that I am selecting What Wakes the Bells by Elle Tesh. I love the gold on this cover. It's so shimmery and fun. This book was highly popular at Y'all Fest for people trying to get ARCs. The book is about to come out, so they did send me a finished copy because I'm doing a panel with Elle in Seattle. So if you're at Emerald City Comic Con, come hang out with us as we battle the tropes. It's Battle of the Tropes. We're doing Battle of the Tropes together, which doesn't mean I need to read the book, but I would like to cause other shenanigans with Elle, if possible. So I need to read the book, and expediently, because that's the first weekend of March. Roll number 4 for March is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another speaker. A mystery thriller. Roll number 4 gave me a mystery or thriller, and so for that I'm selecting This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead. It comes out this month and I cannot freaking wait. I was so excited about this book. Like when Sourcebook sent me this copy, I screamed. And my husband came to check on me. And he was not so pleased with me that I was screaming like I was dying over a book. But you know what? It's an appropriate book to scream over. I got to meet Ashley when she was the C2E2 book club selection a couple years ago. I haven't seen anything come out from her since, so I loved that book, and which was Midnight is the Darkest Hour. Loved that book, and now this one. And this one seems more like, it's like amateur sleuths who are caught up in something, and the first line of it, from what I've seen online, is fantastic. So I'm very, very excited to get my hands on this and to dive in and to spend some more time in Ashley Winstead's worlds. And roll number 5, which will potentially be the last roll for March. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A spotlight. A blue spine. And roll number 5 gave me a book with a blue spine, and for that I'm selecting The Guilt Pill by Salma Dave. The little tagline for this book is, "What if women could get rid of their guilt?" So that is automatically a very intriguing concept because so many women do struggle with guilt for stupid stuff. It's a universal problem. So I'm very intrigued for the content. I am a Hive influencer as well, and I have not been very great at getting to the books yet so far. I just started with them and I would like to dive in more into their books and be able to get things done on time. So The Guilt Pill by Salma Dave. So make sure you go down to the comments and drop your prediction for how many points I'm gonna score in March so that you can be entered to win a book if you guess correctly. I'm not gonna do a book club pick for March because I have Comic-Cons every weekend, and if I try to add one more thing into it, I might snap. So we're not gonna do that this month. Maybe it'll return in April. We'll see. If you're interested in checking out any of these books, the links to get your hands on them are down in the description as always. And while you're down that side of the video, don't forget to click on that like button, subscribe to the Literary Hype YouTube channel if you've not done so already, and click that little bell so you can get notifications whenever I post a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. The book community is so much better with friends. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.